Hey guys and girls, it's Nathan Birch here from the B.Invested headquarters. Today I'm pulling old properties out of the vault. This property here is a modern, I'd say to be about a 2000 built townhouse on the Gold Coast. I picked this up for a client in July 2015. It's currently November 2016, so about 16 months ago. This property here, purchase price $220. At the time of purchase, they were selling for around the $260,000. Now you look at the Gold Coast, there's nothing under $320,000, $330,000 mark like this. So now this thing here rents out for $350, $360 per week. So it's had good growth, good cash flow, depreciation, low maintenance, stuff like that. And that's what's sort of important for a foundation property portfolio, is to ensure that you've got the foundations right, because building a large property portfolio, as I've talked about in the past, takes a strategy and it takes a commitment to achieving those goals. A little bit of background on this client that purchased this property. I've also purchased a lot of other properties, so this client's well and truly in that exclusive club of 0.001% of Australians that I talk about with 6+ properties. When I met this client, he said to me, I want to have properties that are positive cash flow. I talked about his position and I said, mate, you're not going to be able to do that if you go down this road. You need to have a balance of different things in your portfolio. So when I did the last filming of The Vault, which was a long time ago, I think I had a shaved head, now I look like a sideshow Bob with my haircut. With it, I put up a video with this client had purchased a property which was negative geared about $200 a week. I talk about a negative gearing sucks. This property that I bought for the client was not for the negative gearing purpose of getting a tax deduction. The property that I bought previously that I'd put up on here was a property that was in a very affluent suburb of Sydney, the most expensive suburb of Sydney. It's a property that he'd bought for around the $620 from memory's sake. At the time of purchasing, it was worth around the $800,000. That was probably about 3 years ago. And looking at it now, that property there, we just had one valued in there recently for $1.4 million. So it's important to have clarity on your goals and clarity on your vision of where you're heading to ensure that you're getting the right properties in your portfolio. And this thing here was a bank repossession auction. He turned around and he said, you're the expert, Nathan. I'll do what you tell me to do. And I said, that's cool. I said, you just need to sign some paperwork to give me authority to bid on your behalf. And I remember calling him up in the morning after auction, and I said, you bought this thing for $220,000, and he turned around and said, what the fuck is it? And I guess that's where the confidence comes with our investors, to know that they're on the right track to achieve their goals. This thing here, he's made $100,000 on this. It's positive cash flow, it's got depreciation, all that sort of stuff. A lot of people think that positive cash flow or depreciation or negative gearing or whatever is the right thing because they've read it in a book or heard someone on TV talk about it or whatnot. But it's important to have the strategy right, because if you go and buy all of one type of property or all of another type of property, you can shoot yourself in the foot and become stuck and be like the most of the population, because probably the most successful group of investors out there, because there's not many investors out there, would have one or two properties to their name, and you don't want to be getting yourself stuck, especially in this current market. There's lots of variables out there, obviously rising markets that aren't performing as great. Finance markets are very different out there, and you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the best opportunity to put yourself in a position to tell your boss where to go and live life on your terms. So if you have any questions on that front, you can call the office, as always, 1300 367 925. Have an awesome day.